Welcome back to a brand new video. We have a brand new video on Ocgn Inc. ticker OCGN. And now Ocgn is up 13% during normal trading hours, up another 7.5% after hours, sitting at a price of exactly $4 at the time of this video to end the week. You can see here the trading volume, 28 million trades of Ocgn compared to an average volume of 12.9 million. Yahoo Finance bullish pattern. And if we take a look at the chart for Ocugen, now this is a stock we have been covering on this channel since I actually started this channel, more specifically really over close to a year ago is when I first kind of made this channel to make videos about crypto and stocks, and Ocugen was definitely one of those first plays that I brought you guys. And it's crazy because I mean, if we take a look at this video here, Ocugen was at $7.24, right? And at that time it was up 2,300% in gains, right? So it's pretty crazy what has kind of gone on here with Ocugen stock. A lot of bullish sentiment, a lot of bearish sentiment from quite a bit of people. For a very long time, I was actually extremely bullish on Ocugen. It's been a while since I made a video on it. I was covering it pretty extensively back about, close to a year ago, almost over a year ago, when there was a lot of speculation about the biotech Occugen covaxin vaccine and whether or not it was going to get FDA approval or not. And that is really when Ocugen was gaining significant traction. But I'm just going to go over a few things today in regards to Ocugen to update everyone about kind of what's going on and how I'm feeling more specifically about it. I did want to preface, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But yeah, let's not waste any time. Let's just get right into it. So you can see here, Ocugen stock with $4 right now at the time of this video. Some big news here is that the CEO of Ocugen, Shankar Musunuri, actually sold 81,823 shares of Ocugen stock in a transaction on Wednesday, March 16th, so 2 days ago, and the stock was sold at an average price of $2.65 for a total transaction of $216,830 US dollar. And the transaction was disclosed in a document filed by the Securities and Exchange Commission, which we do have here. You can see here Matsuri Shankar Ocugen, and the common stock 81,823 shares at a price of $2.65. And this is official, right? This is a statement of changes in beneficial ownership of Matsuri Shankar. So this is definitely interesting that this is happening here. Again, we see owners and CEOs of specific companies sell stocks and sell ownership and sell specific shares of stocks all the time. But this is definitely some newsworthy news to talk about. Right now, Ocugen last released its earnings results on Friday, February 25th. The company reported 0.07 EPS for the quarter, meeting the Zacks consensus estimate of the same. As a group, equities research analysts anticipate that Ocugen will post a 0.06 EPS for the current fiscal year. Now, it says here several investors have recently made changes to their positions in Ocugen. Novn Asset Management LLC bought a new position in shares of Ocugen during the second quarter, valued at $6.087 million. Charles Schwab grew its stake shares by 584% during the second quarter. And now Charles Schwab now owns 467,458 shares of the company, valued at $3.7 million. So you can see the rest of this now kind of breaks down all these different investment funds that do own shares of Ocugen stock. Definitely very interesting. But if you are unfamiliar, really quickly before we get deeper into this, Ocgn is a biopharmaceutical company which engages in the development and commercialization of therapies to cure eye diseases, which is really what they specialize in. What they did specialize in depth was, eye diseases. But now they've kind of expanded more, just I guess recently, and they are developing novel solutions to medical challenges, approaching healthcare innovation with purpose and agility to deliver new breakthroughs for people living with diseases, not specifically just eye diseases, but that is what they were focusing on for quite a while. Coming back here, its product pipeline candidates include OCU 400, OCU 410, OCU 200, and covaxin, which is what I talked about earlier, what we were extremely bullish on was their COVID-19 vaccine, which they had developed with biotech. Right, but I want to take a look more specifically at this article. Why is OCGN stock up 10% today? This is on Investor Place. Again, you have to take Investor Place with a grain of salt, but Chris McDonald wrote this. I'll put the link to this article in the description below. But you can see here one of our favorite stocks, Occugen, the clinical stage biopharmaceutical company, has surged in interest due to partnership with biotech to develop more specifically a COVID-19 vaccine. Today, the enthusiasm appears to be strong, with Ocugen stock surging more than 10%. Essentially, Ocugen has the US and Canadian rights to Bharat Biotech's COVID-19 vaccine, covaxin. It was working very well in India. It's been approved in India. However, Ocugen's revenue in the relationship comes from sales of covaxin only in the United States and Canada. So accordingly, without formal approval, critics say its window for opportunity has been slowly closing for some time. As I feel like, where we are, I guess, with the pandemic in the United States, things are starting to look a little bit better. Vaccines aren't as in demand as they previously were. So why is Ocugen soaring today? They tweeted out this tweet: "We're excited to share our revamped website and focuses on spotlighting our commitment to breaking new ground in gene therapy, infectious disease, and our work to deliver novel treatment options for people living with disease, exploring the new Ocgn.com." Right? An investor assistant pointed out in a recent piece, some of the positive sentiment can likely be tied to the surging COVID-19 cases in China. There are, again, outside of the US, more surging cases. Things in like New Zealand, I've been reading, have kind of been spiking up. With that being said, Ocugen is more than a partner on a COVID-19 vaccine. The company's portfolio of ophthalmology, gene therapy, and other infectious disease treatments is noteworthy. Accordingly, the company appears to be wanting to shift investor focus to these lines of business. I think Ocugen, according to the revamp of their website, really wants to take away the focus necessarily on the covaxin and doesn't want investors to really look at just Ocugen as a possible COVID-19 vaccine, right? And at the current price, I think definitely a stock to put on your watch list if you don't have it there already. I mean, this is a stock that's been on my watch list for over a year. It's been a pretty crazy ride here with Ocugen, but we are going to continue to look at this stock. In my opinion, again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, drop a like on this video, and as always, have a great day.